All right, and we're back. This time with the review. This is the 100-mile review on the Surron Hyper Bee. So we're just going to kind of go over what the experience has been like owning this, and is it worth it? A lot of people right now that are getting into the e-bikes and the mini motos are looking at the electric motor company, the RTRs, which is a 72 volt, and you can upgrade it to a 45 amp hour. So basically this one here is it's 50 volts, 25 amp hour, 5,000 watts. That's what it is. That's what this bike is. That's it. Whether those numbers are a direct relation to how this thing performs, I don't know. I've never ridden any other bikes. But what I can say is this. It climbs hills really good. For its size, it doesn't feel slow, but it'll hold steady at 37 in power mode 3 wide open. Let's talk about the key. It comes with this cool little keychain that gives you a little key on what all the letters mean on the dash. So like E is the regen, G is horn volume. So you can change all of these things, and this is just a quick guide or reference, so you know. And then also on the other side, it tells you like how to start it and long press, short press, all that. Anyway, it doesn't only have that. It has some cool features, and the key just kind of goes in right there. Man, I'm at 112 miles. It says 112 mph. I guess that's just a weird translation thing, but that's the mileage right there, and that's the battery percent, and that's your power mode. So, and to make the bike ready to go, all you do is there's a button right here. Boom, that's your ready button. So I'm gonna hit this button here, and then you'll see the light come on the dash. Boom, there it is. Where is it? It's hard with the cables. There we go. That's the ready light. If you want to go into change your power mode, this is a cool feature right here. If you want to change your power mode, you can use, where is it? I got it in my pocket. This thing comes with this cool fob thing, but it's kind of bulky, it's kind of big, and this is like what you would use if you were a parent and you're putting your kid on this thing for the first time. It's got a kill switch. And then you can do this on the fly. You can tap this up and down at any moment in time and change the power modes while the bike is on and while it's moving and everything. And then another cool feature is you got a mic as you push this down over here. And then you can make it talk out of the speaker on it, which again, it's an interesting feature, but it seems like it's not something I've used. And once I thought you needed this to run the bike, because you can connect this to it and everything, and kill it. But if you don't have this, all you need to do to change the power modes is you hold down these two buttons. I don't have anything to hold my camera. There we go. Hold down there's these two buttons right here, the settings button and the ready/reverse. Yeah, this bike has reverse too. Crazy on such a little bike. So you hold those two buttons down, and then you turn the key on, and it'll start cycling through the power modes automatically. So I just turned the key on. Now watch this. There it goes to 3. It goes down to 1. It goes back up to 2. And when you let off, that's where it stays. So I let off, and it's now in power mode 3. And then to go again, you just hit the ready button, and the ready light pops on, the bike is armed, and it is fully ready to go. Like I said, it's got reverse, which is cool, right? Like you hit this button, and then, yeah, it goes backwards. Like you need reverse. Another really cool thing about this is the quick disconnect in battery. To take the battery out, to remove it, that's it. Boom. It has it feels like you're slapping the battery in and out of your DeWalt or Milwaukee drill. You know, that's what it has, that same kind of feeling. It feels very chunky, very solid. The bike has no rattles. The only noise I really hear while I'm riding it is the front fork squeaks a little bit. Like when I go downstairs or go off ledges and everything. We're going inside real quick because I'm going to bring the battery in and put it on the charger because we're going to go for a rip this morning. And this is your charger. Another cool feature with this thing is the magnetic charge connector, battery connector, whatever you want to call it. So this is, first you can hit this button here on your battery and see what state it is in charge. Right now I'm at 80-something%, but you can see that's gives you a little indication with those three lights on what your charge is. On the other side, you got this little rubber flap. Flip that little rubber flap up. You see where that's where you connect the charger to the battery. And this is it right here. But the cool thing is, like I said, it's magnetic. Bam. It just snaps on. Give the charger a little second to recognize that the fan just started. And now the charger is charging. And then if you look at the three dots again, you can see how they kind of indicate what the charge capacity is at, I guess you could say so. But yeah, that's the charger. Anyway, back to the bike. So what have I had go wrong with the bike? That's easy to answer. Nothing. I've done nothing to the bike other than ride it. So, but I did change the suspension on it. And I did get a request to do a video on how to raise the suspension on this bike, but it's really self-explanatory. I'm not going to go through a full step-by-step, but if you look at your rear shock, you have two holes up here in the top. One there, and then one with the bolt through. It comes in this one, that is the lower position, and then you put it in this one, and that raises the rear. Also what I did is I cranked a bunch of preload into this spring to get it up. The front's a little trickier. You just need to, it's still simple though, but you just need to slide the fork down. The fork, you can see I just have barely a little bit of the fork showing just a little bit above the clamp or the triple tree. You can just, I don't know if my camera's picking that up, but you can just kind of see it. So when you first get the bike, there's a lot more. There's like 3 little lines worth. This fork is up about that high. So you just drop the forks in it. And to do that, you just loosen up that guy, and that guy, and that guy. Always be careful though when you're doing that, when you're messing with your forks like that, because you want to make sure that they're at the exact same length. Not one's up higher or lower than the other, because that can lead to like binding and other things. The bike's really dirty right now, but that's all right. That's kind of how I wanted to do the review. Right down here, you can see where I rub on the frame, like the paint is coming off. Like that's chipped paint, but that's just from me and my feet, boots and stuff. Same with here. There's some, this is wearing smooth pretty quickly. We'll see over time how that goes. But like I said, this is 100 miles on this. The back tire is holding up really well. And this little tire really hooks up. This thing just hooks up. I mean, I'm almost tempted to just order another set of those right now, because I don't know why I would need any other tire. You know, what else can we talk about? The brakes are really good. They take DOT4 fluid, so that's not like a mineral oil or anything like that. They're hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear. And like I said, this is my first bike, so I don't know much about the construction of others, but it's so simple and basic. It's actually pretty freaking cool the way they put this thing together. The motor is mounted differently. I guess in other bikes it's mounted like this way. This one is perpendicular to the bike. And then it's got this cool little transmission here that just changed it, but it's a direct drive. I guess that's what they say. I'm going to start looking for foot pegs. These foot pegs are nice and they're springy, but I'd rather something bigger. That's my foot. They're not that big. Something with a little bit more cushion on it. The front fork is adjustable with air pressure. So if I want to give it more preload, there's that. You can put some air in it. If I want to adjust the rebound, you got the clicker on the top for the fork. For the rear shock, we have our rebound up here. No, that's compression, our compression adjustment on the top of the reservoir. And then we have our rebound adjustment down at the bottom of the shock and this little clicker right there. A cool thing about this, like some of the other bikes have brake sensors. This has no brake sensor on it. It's like, I tried to ride my friend's E-Ride Pro, but it's got a brake sensor on the rear brake, and I cover the rear brake. And like so if you're giving it gas and you got the brake and you let off, I don't know. Brake sensors, just get rid of them. You shouldn't have brake sensors on those things, and people are learning to ride with brake sensors when you should just be able to cover your brake and pull it in a little bit without it just killing the power. It seems more dangerous to me, but that's just me. Here's a close-up on the chain. We'll see how well those little, I don't know if those are O-rings or not. What are those in there? There is something in there, but we'll see. Only time can tell on how well that's going to hold up. I don't know how big the front sprocket is or how big the rear sprocket is. I haven't changed any of that. I haven't adjusted the chain tension or anything. Everything is as exactly as I picked it up. I'm not going to go through all the menu settings and stuff. Like I said, it's all on this little thing. You know, you can change your regen, you can change your horn. It says horn volume. That's not really horn volume. It's the different horn sounds. Like there's a and then, you know, whatever. There's all those stupid sounds. Tilt switch, you can turn that off, which you should do immediately. That way, when the bike tips over, you can't give it throttle, or if you lean too hard, it kills throttle. Not cool. That's off immediately. Remote pairing, don't need. That's for the fob. Unit of speed, I've got mine in miles per hour. Throttle sensitivity, ooh, that's a good one. I leave the throttle sensitivity on 1. Power mode 3 and throttle sensitivity 1. That feels good. And then the Bluetooth pairing, that's for the fob and all that stuff I don't really care about. But yeah, that's it. The thing has been really, really good so far. I do not regret the purchase. I'm assuming that these things are going to get more expensive now that there's the tariffs. So I got it just before that. But I also, what I have for this one is I haven't put it on there yet, but I have ORV tabs and I got a title. So here in Washington State, this is a full-on legit off-road machine that I can take to any of the ORV parks. Ugh, excuse me. But yeah, that's it for this video, I think. If you want to see more videos, or you haven't seen any videos on this thing, be sure to just go check my channel. I put a bunch of shorts and some of the rides around my neighborhood. I pretty much put my camera on every time I go and ride this thing. So that's the Surron Hyper Bee. Oh, another thing. Let me get into this. The stickers. There was this like the sticker here and stickers on top of stickers there, and like these aren't like vinyls. These are just stickers. You can see like that one right there is already coming up. I'm probably going to get the heat gun out and take all of those stickers off of it. Yeah, I'm not against the graphics, and these ones on the side are actually holding up pretty good, but that one's starting to bubble a little bit right there. Oh yeah, if you slide back on the seat, there is no support on this. Like the back of the seat, ooh, look at all the mud. Is like I slide onto the fender and then a lot, and I can feel, oh, I'm bending it down. So it'd be cool in the future if they make like a little metal subframe for this, for like a little stunt one, you know, that this is all metal. We'll see what comes out. I'm interested to see what the aftermarket is going to make available for this bike, because it is so new. There's nothing right now, and they're saying it's probably not going to be upgradable, but we'll see. But I have ridden it with the RTRs, 2 of them. I met a couple of guys that had the RTRs, and we had a good, this bike hangs with, you can go ride with anybody with this thing. You're going to be fine. When you get out on the street, you're not going to be the fastest one, but when you get in onto the trails and the hill climbs and stuff, you'll be able to do every hill climb and every trail and jump and all that stuff. This thing will do it. This thing climbs hills like an animal. Absolute animal on the hill climbs. Couldn't believe it. Oh, I forgot to mention one of the best things about this bike. The main thing about this bike, the absolute best thing about this bike that no other bike with this power has is this incredible lightweight. The RTRs and all the other mini bikes are pretty heavy. I think the lightest one is like 90 pounds or something, but it's some cheap Amazon one. But anyway, this thing with the battery in it is 83 pounds. It weighs nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, I'm weak, and I got a sore shoulder and a bad right arm. It's, yeah, it's got, and look how stiff the suspension is too. I got it set up, I got a good sag, but it holds me up pretty good. Yep. But yeah, the lightweight is definitely the best thing about this. And you pair that up with this torquey little motor, the quick battery in and out, the fact that it doesn't have like a brake sensor or any of that. You just drop the battery in this thing, put it on power mode 3, and you're gone. Get rid of that key fob thing. Don't need it. This thing's it's total gimmick, you know, like whatever. But once you get rid of that, I mean, it feels very solid and chunky. I haven't had to do anything at all as far as any maintenance on it yet. So, but we will do a follow-up video in the future, but I don't know when. Let's put some more miles on this and get some more rides on it, and then we'll decide then what we want to do for the next video. Thanks for checking it out, and subscribe.